Yes.
Can you maybe lower it? Is it possible for you to do that?
No, it doesn't have, it's a camera that, you can't bend
Acha,
down.
okay, I got it. I got it. No problem. No problem. Fine. Let's do these questions now, Bismillah. So, what is the name of the horizontal and vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? I'm going to type it in the chat box. Okay. It might be there in your textbook, exercise 3.2, first question. In case it's not, let me type it here. What is the name of the horizontal and the vertical lines drawn to determine the position of any point in the Cartesian plane? What are they called? Those two those two perpendicular lines. One is horizontal, one is vertical. What are they called? What are they called, students?
Uh, 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 it's either called horizontal and vertical line, or it's called axis.
Yeah, it's called axis. Okay. We have the horizontal line is called the x-axis and the y-axis. X-axis and y-axis. Okay, so what is the plural of axis? Axis is one. Plural is axes. Okay, axis. That's the plural of axis. We don't say axes, we say axes. Okay. And the second part of this question, what is the name of each of the what is the name of each part of the plane formed by these two lines? These two lines, the axes, they divide the entire plane into what? Which four parts? What are those four parts called? We did this in the previous class.
Oh,
Very good, Zen. They're called quadrants. The answer is quadrants.
and there are total four of them.
Yes, so there are four quadrants. Okay. What is the name of the point where these two lines intersect?
Origin.
Origin.
Origin. Very good. These two lines, they intersect at the origin. Okay. Now let's do this figure 3.14. Can you see the figure? Are you able to see the figure in your notebook? Sorry, in your textbook.
Oh.
Is it there? Page number 53.
Oh.
Yes or no? Zen?
Yeah, which figure?
Figure 3.14, page number 53, exercise 3.2, second question, page number 53. It's on the last page of the chapter. Alina, good evening. Please switch on your camera. Yes, Zen.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am, I
you
have.
mean this page?
Page 53, bache.
I mean, 50.
Okay, wait, I'll share my screen. Just a minute. I'll share my screen. Just a minute. Ninth grade, right? Okay. Okay, fine. So the new version of the book is actually different. That's why you're not able to see the same image. Yeah, okay, it's on page 61. According to the old version of the book, it is page 61. And according to the new version of the book, this year's version, it is page 53. Okay. All right. We have to determine all of these points.
Which page do you have to take out in the old book?
The old book is 61. Found it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So we have 3 students here and we have 8 points. Okay. So we start with Abdul Rahman, then we have Zain, then we have Alina. All right, let's start. The coordinates of B. Can you see the point B?
Yes.
Abdul Rahman, what are the coordinates of the point B?
Uh, the 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 absence is
Just tell me
negative.
the coordinates. Huh.
Oh,
Coordinates?
x5. I mean -5, comma, um,
Yes.
2.
Very good. -5, comma 2. Very good, Abdul Rahman. This is how you're supposed to say it. You're supposed to say the coordinates are -5, comma 2. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Now, Zain, are you there?
Yes.
C. Point C.
C. It is
Yes. What are the coordinates of the point C?
5 comma -5.
Very good. 5, comma -5. Okay. Alina, can you tell us point D?
Six.
Yes.
It is 6, comma 2.
6, comma 2. Very good. Now, okay, Abdul Rahman, point E.
Oh. Okay. So the it's -3,
-3.
comma,
Hmm.
and -5.
Very good. Okay. Where's F over here? Is there an F? There's no F in this, I think. Okay. Fine. G. Point G. Then your turn.
2 comma -4.
Very good. Alina, your turn. H.
-3, -5, comma -3.
Very good. Abdul Jabbar, do we have anything left? Yes. Abdul Jabbar, point L.
05.
L, okay. 0, comma 5. And Zen, M.
-3 comma -5.
M is minus 3 comma minus 5. No. Minus 3
No,
comma
no, sorry.
minus 5. Hmm.
0 comma minus 3 comma 0.
-3, -3.
M, I'm talking about M. This is point M. This one. Over here.
Ma'am, -3, -3.
Abdul Jabbar, what are you saying?
0 and -3.
0 and minus 3. Okay. Is it 0 comma minus 3 or is it something else? Do we have any other answers here? Anyone else would like to say something? M, we're
-3.
talking about M. Minus 3 comma 0. Okay. Any other options? Any other options? Alina, what do you think? What are the coordinates of point M? Is it this, the first
Oh,
one? Is it this? Or is it something else altogether?
-3 comma 0.
Okay. And what do you think, Abdul Rahman?
uh, wait. Oh, I think it's I think it's minus. I think it's -0, minus -3 comma 0.
Yes, it is negative 3 comma 0. Okay. Because on the x-axis, it's negative 3. That's why. Okay. So that's it for the exercise. This was the old version of the book. Okay. All right, let's do this according to the old version of the book. In which quadrant do the following points lie? This is very simple, okay? All right. -2 comma 4. Alina, which quadrant does it lie in? Let's just recall what are the 4 quadrants, okay?
It lies on the fourth quadrant.
Very good. It lies. No, it doesn't lie in the 4th quadrant.
In the
I
third,
don't know.
1 second. See, this is the first quadrant. Let me just mark the things, mark the numbers over here. This is 1, this is 1, this is x, this is y, this is -1, this is -1, this is y dash, sorry, x dash, which means negative x-axis, and this is y dash, which is negative y-axis. This is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this one is the fourth quadrant. Okay. Yes. Now, Alina.
lies on the second quadrant.
Yes, it lies in the second quadrant. Now, say next point, minus, sorry, 3 comma minus 1. Then
It lies under quadrant 4.
3 comma minus 1. Yes, it lies in the fourth quadrant. Okay. Now let's read the question a bit carefully. The question says, in which quadrant or on which axis? So it will either be on a quadrant, in a quadrant, or on an axis. So the next point is -1 comma 0. Abdul Jabbar, -1 comma 0 lies in which quadrant or which axis? Abdul Jabbar, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I know.
Okay, Abdul Rahman, where does
It
it lie?
lies in the second quadrant.
It does not lie in any quadrant.
No?
X-axis.
X-axis. Yes. Why x-axis? Because when you try to plot this point, minus 1 is the amount of units, the number of units you have to move in the x direction. So minus 1 you move over here, so you reach over here. Okay, you reach here, you reach in the minus 1 in the x-axis, and then in the y direction in the y direction you don't have to move anything at all, so you end up reaching here minus 1, and this is the x-axis, right? So this is the x-axis. Okay, next 1, 2. Abdul Rahman, 1, 2, where does it lie?
It lies on the first quadrant.
In the first quadrant, yes. Okay, then let's come to the next point, minus 3, minus 5. Then
It lies in the quadrant 3.
quadrant 3, yes, it lies in the third quadrant. Okay. All right. Do you all have a graph paper with you?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Hmm.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes.
What is negative 1.25?
Negative 1.25. Okay, see. If this is your number line, okay, this is your number line, and let's say this is your 0, this is your 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is negative 1, this is negative 2. Okay, pay close attention here. Now if I ask you to plot 1.5, where will 1.5 be? Can you tell me? Abdul Rahman,
Yes.
where will 1.5 be?
Between of 1 and 2.
Between 1 and 2, right? It will be right over here. Okay, where will 1.25 be? 1.25 means quarter of the distance between 1 and 2, right?
Yes.
Where will 1.25 be? Abdul Rahman?
Um,
1.25.
not sure.
You're not sure? See.
Yes.
Okay, Alina, can you tell me where will 1.25 be?
Behind the 1.5.
Yeah, it will be between 1 and 1.5. Okay, 1.25. Why is it like that, Abdul Rahman? If you didn't understand it yet, let me just tell you how does it work. See, how do we know? Okay, Abdul Rahman, tell me one thing. Is 1.6 bigger or is 1.39 bigger? Which one is bigger?
1.39.
1.39. Okay. See, Abdul Rahman, 1.6 can also be written as 1.60. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah. See, this is just like we have, if I ask you 0, 4. 0, 4 and 4, are they the same thing?
No.
They're not the same. Okay, how are they different?
That 4 has a 0.
Is their value same or different? If I say I have
Oh, the
0,
value
4,
is same.
the value is same, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about. So
Okay. So this.
see here, the decimal point is over here. Okay. Now listen carefully. If you have a 0 which comes before the decimal point. Okay, it's like, it's called a leading 0. Then it doesn't matter, you can just drop that 0 altogether and it's going to be the same thing, right? Like, for example, you can't do the same thing in, let's say, 30. You cannot drop this 0. I am talking about the 0 over here, which is the leading 0. There is nothing before that. The first digit is 0 itself. Then you can drop it. It doesn't matter. It's the same value. The same thing happens if you are talking about a 0 which comes after the decimal point. So before the decimal point, the 0, you can drop it. This is a leading 0. And if you have something like, let's say 3.70, okay, 3.70. This 0, which is the last digit, this is called the trailing 0, and you can drop this as well. You can drop this as well, and it's the same thing. It doesn't change the value. This becomes 3.7. It doesn't change the value. Are you understanding how? Just like over here, we dropped the 0 over here. Similarly, we can do the same thing over here as well. Before the decimal point, the leading 0 can be dropped, and after the decimal point, the trailing 0 can be dropped, and the value does not change. Okay, so 1.6 is the same thing as 1.60. The value is the same. Are you understanding that, Abdul Rahman?
I understand.
Understood? So now
Yes.
you tell me 1.60 and 1.39, which of them is bigger?
1.6.
1.6, right? So similarly, if you have 1.25, just like we did right now, and you have 1.5, or forget about 1, let's say you have 0.25 and 0.5. What is 0.25? It is a quarter. It is a quarter. And what is 0.5? It is a half. Now a quarter means, let's say you have a pizza and you divide it into 4 pieces and you ate a quarter of this. Okay, this is a quarter. And what is half? Half is you're eating this much. Now can you tell me, Abdul Rahman,
Yes.
how much difference do you think there is between both of them?
Well, the difference is that you take only one slice, but you take half of the slice. You take two.
Yeah, in other words, half is basically a double of quarter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which one is bigger now?
0.5.
Yeah, 0.5. So don't think of it as 25 and 5. If you're talking about 25 and 5, obviously 5 is, this 25 is bigger. But this isn't 25 and this isn't 5. Over here you have 2/10, and here you have 5/10. So this is 25, sorry, 25, and this is 50. So this one is bigger. Okay, is that clear?
Clear.
So
Yeah.
0.25 is basically quarter and 0.5 is half. And similarly, 0.75. Can someone tell me 0.75? This will be how much when it comes to fractions? Anyone? Abdul Jabbar? Abdul Jabbar, are you there? You're not there.
I am.
Then reply no. 0.75. Do you know the answer or do you not? It's okay even if you think you don't know it correctly, just say whatever you think it is.
1/3.
1/3. Okay. See, I would suggest all of you to memorize the table of 25 up to 4. In fact, up to 5. Okay. Memorize this up to 5. So 25 ones are 25, obviously. Let's start with 25 twos are 50. Okay. 25 threes are 75. 25 fours are 100. And this is a very important combination that you need to remember. Just remember that 25 and 4 are like very good friends and they go very well with each other. Why? Because when multiplied, they give 100. Okay. And then there's 25 multiplied by 5, which is 125. Just remember this till here. Please note it down somewhere in your notebook that you have to memorize till 25 multiplied by 5. Okay. 0.75 is basically 0.25 multiplied by 3, which basically means 1/4 multiplied by 3. And what's 1/4 multiplied by 3?
Three
Uh,
by
Very good. 3/4. Thank you. So 0.75 is 3/4. And Abdul Jabbar, you were saying 1/3 now. See, when we did the first chapter, do you remember 1/3 was a recurring decimal or was it a terminating decimal? Was there a bar on top of its decimal expansion or was it terminating?
Vishwama.
1/3.
Now it was bar.
There was a bar. 1/3 is 0.3 bar. Remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So 1/3 is 0.3 bar, whereas 0.75, you can see it's not repeating. And now it's terminating. Okay. Anyway, so that's about decimals. But now let's come to the actual thing that where we started. How is 1.25 smaller than 1.5? Did you get it now, Abdul Rahman?
yes.
Now, can you tell me where is negative 1.25? See, 1.25 lies between 1 and 2. So negative 1.25 will lie between
-1 and 3.
and negative 2. Very good. So it will be, you can think of this 0 as a mirror. Okay. So this will be right over here. It will be over. It won't be midway because midway is so 1.5. Yeah, this will be right over here because this one is negative 1.5, right? So this one is negative 1.25. Is that clear?
Clear.
This is the number line. This is on the x-axis, just one-dimensional number line. But here we are talking about the Cartesian plane. So just like we have made this, you can plot on the y-axis also. All you have to do is just rotate this. This is your y-axis. This is your Cartesian plane. Okay. What is the point that it says? The point is what is the x coordinate of that point? 0. And the y is given as negative 1.25. Yes. So let's
Yes.
call this 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 1, negative 2. So 0 and negative 1.25, it's going to be over here. So this is our required point. Okay, that's how you're going to plot it. Please use a graph paper. It will be more precise. Okay. Please do the third exercise, this one. Question 2 of exercise 3.3. Please do this as your homework. Let's do some more questions now. Just a minute. Okay. Shall we move on now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Alina, I have a question for you. This is a question for everyone. I want everyone to think about this. Which point lies on both the axes?
Is it 0?
What is that point called?
Origin?
There is a very good Abdul Rahman. That point is called origin. So the point that lies on both the axes, okay, lies on both x and y axis. Okay. Okay, fine. Name a point, and this is for anyone who would like to answer. Name a point whose ordinate is -4 and this point lies on the y-axis. I need you to tell me the coordinates of this point. Alina, what is abscissa? You were not there in the previous class, that's why I'm asking you. What is abscissa?
It is the point lying on the x-axis.
It's not the point lying on the x-axis. It is the x coordinate of the point. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
That means whatever you write over here, this is your abscissa. And what is ordinate?
The point lying on the y coordinate. The
y coordinate. What is ordinate?
The y coordinate.
The y coordinate is called the ordinate. Okay. This is called the ordinate. Now, can you tell me? Just put -4.
And 0.
Yes, Alina, what are you saying?
-4, 0.
Okay, -4, 0. That is Alina's answer. Anyone else would like to give a different answer? Do I have to call names, or are you guys gonna unmute yourselves and answer yourselves?
Ma'am, what was the question again?
The question is, there is a point which lies on the y-axis, and the ordinate of that point is -4. You have to tell me the coordinates of that point. That means you have to tell me the point in this form. Something, comma, something.
Ma'am, it will
Alina's
be
answer is this. Yes, Alina?
0, -4.
Yes, it will be 0, -4. Why? Because it's just simple. They are saying ordinate is -4. So you take this -4, you put it in the ordinate. And since it lies on the y-axis, the x coordinate will be 0. Right? That's what we saw in the previous class, right? Let me just bring it. Where did it go? See, here you go. Any point that lies on the x-axis. Okay, I hope you're all paying attention, Abdul Rahman. Any point that lies on the x-axis, its y coordinate will be 0. And any point which lies on the y-axis, its x coordinate will be 0. Okay, just remember this. If it lies on the x-axis, y coordinate is 0. If it lies on the y-axis, x coordinate is 0. Okay, so just apply that over here, that if this point lies on the y-axis, then the x coordinate is 0. So it's going to be 0, comma minus 4. Is this clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, now tell me one thing. Is it possible to have a point whose abscissa, whose abscissa is 5, and this point lies on the y-axis? If it is possible, tell me what its coordinates will be. And if it's not possible, tell me why you think it's not possible.
Ma'am, can you repeat your question?
Okay. My question is it possible to have a point which lies on the y-axis and whose abscissa is 5? If it is possible, then tell me the coordinates of that point. And if it is not possible, then tell me why you think it is not possible.
Ma'am, it is possible.
Okay.
It is
The
possible.
Okay. Then what are the coordinates?
5,
Uh,
0,
0, comma
5, 0. And Abdul Rahman is saying what?
uh, 0, comma 5.
0, 5. Okay. Now, any other answers? Zain, Abdul Jabbar. Okay, see. First, let's look at Abdul Rahman's answer. Abdul Rahman said 0, 5. Abdul Rahman, the question is saying, first tell me, 0 is abscissa or 5 is abscissa? What are we supposed to have? What did we write over here? Abscissa is what? X coordinate. And
Yeah.
the y coordinate is known as ordinate, right? Abdul Rahman?
Yes.
So, are you getting what I'm saying? You
Oh,
said
yes.
0, 5, whereas the abscissa is supposed to be 5. In your answer, you have told the ordinate to be 5. Yes, over here 5 is the ordinate. This is the ordinate, bache. Okay. Abscissa is the X one. This one, the first one is the abscissa. So now let's look at Alina's answer. Alina said 5, 0, right? Because abscissa is supposed to be 5. So she put 5 in the abscissa. And now the other coordinate is 0. Now my question is, it says it lies on the y-axis, right? Do me a favor and plot this point on your graph. Just plot this point, okay? Here we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. Okay. Plot this point, Alina. All of you. Abdul Jabbar and Abdul Rahman. Where are your videos? Abdul Jabbar, you as well.
I think she's somewhere else.
Acha. Okay, Abdul Jabbar, no problem. Hmm. 0, 5. You have to plot. Sorry. It's 5, 0. Alina's point. You have to plot Alina's point.
So we have to take 5 units at direction.
Just plot the point 5, 0.
Okay.
What happened? How long is it taking you to plot a point? 5, 0 means what? Okay, fine. Let's go through it from the starting. Okay. 5, 0. I start at the origin. Where do I have to go? Where do I have to go first?
The x-axis.
X-axis. How many units?
5.
5 units in the x-axis. Then that's it. Should I stop there? Should I go somewhere else?
You should stop there.
Stop there. Is this my point then? Yes. Fine. This is called 5, 0. You have plotted it very well. But the problem is our question says it lies on the which axis?
It lies on the y-axis.
Y-axis. So we
That's
see that
not
this kind of,
possible.
yes, this kind of question or this kind of combination is not possible because if its abscissa is 5, that means if there is something in the x coordinate, then that means it cannot lie on the y-axis. If it lies on the y-axis, that means x coordinate should be 0. We just saw that, right? If it lies on the y-axis, that means x coordinate should be 0. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. All right. Okay, let's do one question. Three vertices. Please note this question down. Three vertices of a rectangle are 3, 2, -4, 2, and -4, 5. Plot these points and find the coordinates of the fourth vertex. Done? Have you noted the question down?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we discuss the answer? Okay. And I want each and every one of you to participate in the answer. Okay. Fine. So 3 vertices of a rectangle are given to us. Let me first use it. Okay. First, let's plot our graph. Please make your Cartesian plane. Done? Let me know when you're done. Are you all done?
Ma'am, I did my on a textbook.
Sorry?
Well, I did my on the textbook.
You did what?
Um, okay, so I didn't have the graph beside there on a textbook.
Acha, acha, acha. You don't listen. It's okay if you don't have a graph. You can, if you don't have a graph paper, you can just make it on a plain sheet of paper as well, like on your notebook, in your notebook as well. You can just make it in your notebook also. Okay. I hope you have all written the question and you have made this Cartesian plane. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have to plot these points. Plotted these points? 3, 2. Zen, show me your notebook if you have plotted 3, 2. Can you please show me? Have you done it yet, Zen? Okay, just a minute. I'll have to zoom it in. Okay, good, good. All right. Similarly, plot the other points as well. 3, 2. So this is my 3, 2. I'm going to name this as A, okay? Then we have minus 4, 2. This is my B. Then minus 4, 5. That's C. Now you have to, okay, everyone done till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Alina. Let's wait for the others. Zen,
Yes, ma'am.
done. Okay, good. You have plotted all 3 points. And then Abdul Rahman. Abdul Jabbar. Okay, Abdul Jabbar isn't here. Abdul Rahman. Have you done it or not? Okay, anyway, let's continue. So now you have to find the coordinates of the fourth vertex. Where do you think it will be? What do you think will be the coordinates of the fourth vertex? See, let's do one thing. Let's make a rectangle out of these because it says these are the vertices of a rectangle, right? So let's join the lines.
It will be 3,
Now let's
5.
it will be 3, 5. Yes. So the last vertex, sorry, the last vertex will be over here, right? It will be this one. So this is D, and the vertices of the coordinates of D are 3, 5. So that is the answer. Zen, is this clear? Okay, good. I'm giving you all a question. In the chat box. Please take a screenshot, or if you want to, you can copy that question. Just a minute. I'll read that question out loud. Write the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle whose length and breadth are 5 and 3 units respectively. Okay. One vertex is at the origin. The longer side lies on the x-axis and one of the vertices lies in the third quadrant. Let us see what all this piece of information means. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this because we don't have much time left. So here we go. All right. So the question says, if you are looking at the chat box, the question says the length. Okay, never mind. Don't look at the chat box. I'm just going to write it over here. Length is 5 units. Breadth is 3 units. One vertex is at the origin. One vertex is at the origin. The longer side lies on the x-axis. Long side lies on the x-axis. And one of the vertices lies in the third quadrant. One vertex lies in the third quadrant. Okay. So let's start with this piece of information. One vertex lies at the origin. So here we go. This is one vertex. It lies at the origin. The long side lies along the x-axis. So if a vertex lies along the x-axis, think about it. It can be like this as well, right? One second. It can be like this, yes, but it won't be like this. Why? Because we are told that the vertex is over here at the origin. So either it will be like this or it will be like this. Are you getting it? Either it will be like the blue one or it will be like the red one. The longer side. The longer side means its length is 5 units, right? That's why I made it till 5 on both sides. Which side do you think it will be? Do you think it will be the blue one or do you think it will be the red one?
The blue one.
Why do you think it will be the blue one?
Because the length is +5.
Okay. In this case, in the red one, is the length negative? Can length ever be negative?
No.
No. See, just because it is lying in the negative x-axis doesn't mean the length is negative. Right? If you measure it with a scale, it's always going to be positive, right? It's going to be more than 0. Take a look at this piece of information. One vertex lies in the 3rd quadrant. So if you have this as the blue one as your length, okay, then your rectangle can be like this. Yeah. Or it can be like this. If you're talking about the blue one as your side, okay. But in both of these cases, observe how the vertex is over here. In this, the vertex is in the 1st quadrant. In here, the vertex is in the 4th quadrant. But they have told us that the vertex should be in the 3rd quadrant. How will that be possible? That will be possible if we take this over here. Over here, the one vertex is in the 3rd quadrant. The yellow one. Can you see it now?
Yes, ma'am.
So does this fulfill all of our conditions? The length should be 5. Yes, the length is 5. You can see that it's 5 units. The breadth is 3. Yes, the breadth is 3 units. One vertex is at the origin. Yes, it is at the origin. The long side, it lies along the x-axis. Yes, it lies along the x-axis. One vertex is in the 3rd quadrant. Yes, it is in the 3rd quadrant. So this is the